Hello and welcome to Scrapping on the Fly. My name is Kristen and I'm here with day 14 of 30 Days of Sketches with Christy's Beautiful Life. And today's sketch has some torn paper and some embellishment clusters and a couple of pictures, and it was done by Alma Ross. And I am going to use my Simple Stories School Life collection kit. And I have a few papers left over, as well as a 12 by 12 sticker sheet. And I do have the bits and pieces. I've got some scraps. I want to get some of those used up. This is the perfect opportunity for that, since it kind of calls for some scraps. And I have these two pictures of Back to School 2016 with me and my kids. And I have some flair from the Flair Hut, and I'd like to get some of those used up because I got quite a few school layouts. And since I only got one kid in school and he doesn't let me take pictures, got to get them used somehow. So I have my papers, my embellishments, my pictures, and this sketch. So let's see how this goes. So first things first, I take this scrap of star paper and I'm just going to tear both sides. It kind of looks like the top is flat on her scrap, but I really like the look of it being torn on both sides. And so that's what I did. And so I'm going to get that put down up here on the top part, pretty much where hers is. And then I'm going to take a scrap of paper that has the alphabet on it, and I inked around it with black soot because it's white and I'm putting it down on, mostly white paper. And so I wanted it to stand out a little bit. So I inked it with black soot. And then I've got this little branding strip that has like a bookshelf of books. And so it's just a bunch of spines across the thing, across the little strip. And I thought that was perfect because, it's back to school. The colors are all obviously going to work. And so I trim that little extra piece off and set that aside. And I am happy with the way that looks. So now I'm going to work on building my pictures. Now her sketch, the pictures look a little smaller than 3x4s. They look more like they are 2x3s or something in that ballpark because they don't take up as much space as mine are going to. But I left mine pretty much 3x4 because I'm not cutting anybody's face off. So, and so I wonky mat them and do a tear on this blue, light blue, like almost looks like pom-pom paper. And then I put them down on this black School Life paper, leave enough space so that I can tear all the way around. And that's going to be my layers. Now she has a couple of other layers that are kind of wonky back there. And so instead of doing another full layer, I am going to take these rulers that were on another bit of scrap paper, and I'm going to just tuck those in around because I want to use some of that stuff up. So, and pardon the remote control, I was fast forwarding through a scene I didn't want to see. Normally I cut that stuff out, but it's fine. I don't always catch it. So I'm just going to tuck these little rulers. I also have one scrap of that star paper, and I put that kind of wonky down here on, it's over on the left side. That just brings that same color pattern, the same design to that bottom left corner. And so it's more consistent. And then I pulled out my embellishments, went through them all, determined what I wanted to use. I do not use that back to school because I am going to use that first day of school. And I kind of feel like that's, repetitive. Not that I couldn't put them on here, but I didn't really have a place for it after I built my clusters up. And so I felt like I could use that another time on another layout because my son still has school to go to, even though he would like not to. He has no choice. He has 3.5. I mean, he's in 9th grade, so he still has 3 full years and the rest of 9th grade to go. So I'll have at least 3 more years of back to school pictures, even if they are terrible. Like this year's for his 9th grade year was definitely not the kind of picture that I like to take. But you know what? I'm going to take him anyway, and he's just going to have to deal with it. And it may be blurry or him looking away or whatever, but you got to do what you got to do, guys. So I'm building a cluster on her sketch. She's got big title, and my title's not going to be big. It's just that little chalkboard says first day of school. But I'm building a bigger cluster there instead of just putting the title there. So I felt like that was still fine. And I put like a lunch bag and the alarm clock And then I have a little paper clip there. And then I put a word phrase to kind of break up the brown from the border of that first day of school chalkboard and the lunch bag. So I put a little word phrase says ready, set, learn. And then I am also going to add a flare from the flare hut there and into other places as well. And then I also am building a cluster. I really kind of have 4 clusters on this layout, and I'm okay with that. I want to fill in that space at the bottom right corner of the pictures. So I put a peace sign there, like my daughter's even making a peace sign with her hand in the bottom picture, so I thought that was kind of fun. And then I also added like a paper clip and a little prepare to be schooled, and then I stuck a little word phrase in there that says this is the year. And other than that, I was good with that. And then I make a small little cluster up at the top left of the picture as well with a flare and a little binder clip. But in the sketch, she has a little floral bit, and then it's got like some washi or something, and that's in the bottom left or right corner. So I wanted to do something down there. So I put a clustered sticker from the sticker sheet of like a ruler, a pen, a pencil, and stuff. And then I add a flare to it, and then I trace around it because it was not really standing out from all the like little circles. So I just trace around it with a black pen, and then I do the same with the title cluster, and then I do like a loose sketch around with that same zig pen. And I love the way that this turned out. It's a lot of fun. I used a lot of stuff up from this collection. I do add a 16 over next to the alarm clock because this is from 2016, even though it's going in my 2016 book. And I have a feeling the other layout that I did with all 4 of the kids probably already has that, but it's fine. And so here is the sketch. Again, I really do love this. It's a lot of fun. And I can definitely see using this concept again. So I hope you all are checking out the playlist. There are all sorts of people creating, and it is so much fun to watch. I hope you all will come back and see me again because I'm supposed to be here every day this month, hopefully. And I also hope that you all will give me a thumbs up down below if you like this video. Subscribe if you have not already. I'd love to hear from you all in the comments. I promise I will always respond. And other than that, I hope that you all have a fantastic day. I hope that you get a chance today to do something you love with someone you love. And happy scrapping!